keep the train rolling here. Detroit Lions,
It's
6-7, going to the New York Jets, 7-6. We got an even score line. Lions had a big win there against Minnesota Vikings last week. Jets had a little bit tough matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Mike White went out of the game twice from getting absolutely clobbered there. He says his ribs are fine. He's just waiting for doctor's clearance, so there's a chance he plays. But even so, he's going to be bruised up. It's similar to I think it's gonna be similar to one of those early season with the Herbert and the Chargers where he is playing, but he's not quite himself. So given that, even though the Lions defense is is suspect, but their offense is putting up good points, they're going to struggle against this Jets defense because this Jets defense is top tier. They're a top five defense in the league. Not many people expected it. So you got to give them their credit when they're due. But offensively, they're going to have some struggles here, and I just think the Lions are going to edge them out here, just because we know the Lions can put up points.
okay. Um, yeah, Mike White took one hell of a shot from Milano last week. I To come back in the game and to finish the game, dude's got grit, guts, whatever you want to call it.
See his interview
Um,
after the game.
love love seeing it. No, I did not see the interview, but I'll check it out after the show. But impressive to me. Um, both these teams, for the casual viewer, you can't help but to be happy for both of them. Both of them have been successful this season. And I know coming in, all of us were, secretly rooting for one, if not both of them, to finally turn the corner and become back to relevancy and to get some of this positive juice flowing. Both of them got it right now. Lions are very hot. Jets are playing very good ball. They've taken a couple of close losses here the past couple of weeks, but both games they could have won, and both of them were on the road. One at Minnesota, and then you travel up to Buffalo, as two of the best teams in the NFL right now. So I mean, they're still in the playoff hunt, but these games matter. These are major games, and this game right here is a major game for both these two teams. I like the Jets. I like the Jets on the strength of the defense. I like the Jets because I don't feel like Detroit's going to be the same kind of offense traveling. I look back at like similar opponents, and when they went to go play the Patriots outdoors, the Patriots completely shut them down. And I feel like the Jets defense probably just as good, if not a little bit better at this point in the season. They've got the corners to take away some of the quick options for golf, and they definitely have the ability to get after the passer, and they got the ability to stuff up the run too. They're playing good ball at all levels on the defensive situation. I think they're going to be able to pass and run the ball in Detroit. That's the one thing about Detroit. I know they're going to give up points. I know they're going to give up points. And in this matchup, I don't think that they're going to be able to score as many as what they've been doing here of recent. So I got the Jets 27-13. I think the Jets handle this one and close the book on it. How about you, Ed?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go against you here. I'm gonna have to go Detroit. Detroit put up 40 on Jacksonville. Detroit put up 30 on Minnesota. We did talk about how they're a friggin' sieve and they leak yards, but they do get turnovers. So they still put up some decent points over there. I mean, they held Minnesota to 23. They held Jacksonville's offense to 14. I mean, these are good teams. And I mean, would you say the Jets are better than Minnesota? I'm going Detroit Lions. I don't know. How about you, Nikki?
Fair.
Yeah, I like both Brady and Charlie's argument for sure. I'm definitely going Lions here though, which is crazy. I've trended in the Jets' direction pretty much all season. Um, don't like how they've looked the last couple of weeks. Mike White, I like him and I like their offense more with him. But I think that it's just a little too simple. He does. I like the way he makes decisions, but I feel like the tape has gotten there now. There's a little bit more tape on him, and he's a little bit just one dimensional. He doesn't have that second level, or third, that second option, third option kind of skill set of as a quarterback. But I watched the Jets, similar skill sets on both sides of the ball. Detroit's got receivers, with Jameson Williams coming back too. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown playing out of his mind, over 800 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. Garrett Wilson, same thing on the other side, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns on the season. So I hate to take this one away from the Jets, but I think the Lions are playing good football. They've showed that they can beat good teams. They've shown all season that they can score points. Yeah, they're letting up a lot of points, but I feel like you talk about that Vikings game, Ed. You know, they beat the Vikings, and this is a team that also lets up a lot of points and lets up a lot of yards. With the Minnesota Vikings, they've just got on the other end of the stick, you know, more than the Lions have. Unfortunately, the Lions are 6-7, but I think the Lions can win their next 3 games. I think they can beat the Jets, beat Carolina, and then beat Chicago the week after that. So they got 3 very winnable games.
You know,
they can very, very well be 9-7 come week 18. So I'm going Detroit. Sorry, Matt.
You know, Jared Goff put up 330 in that game, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 7.5
Pro Bowl
QBR
candidate.
rating. So averaging 8.5 yards per play.
He's the second Pro Bowl candidate quarterback for the NFC right now, Jared Goff.
So congratulations to Jared Goff and the phenomenal season that he's been having this year.
You guys call me
But
crazy
he's been
when I
known.
drafted him in fantasy.
He's been known to have his moments.
Call me crazy.
No, he has. I mean, and so have others. But we just remember his more than others.
I do.
Hey, the man's been to a Super Bowl. Can't hate on him that much.
I agree. Well said, Brady.
But all right, anything else to add for this one? Tough
Yeah,
matchup.
Charlie hasn't been to a Super Bowl. So
Sauce
right,
can't cover both of them.
Next game.